Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Brissett going to go to the air right away. His throw incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Play action now, Brissett. And this will be caught by Mooney. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Running for it, Montgomery. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 38, Brissett. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action with Brissett out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
He's relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action now. Mariota on the move to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They go play action. Mariota. And this is incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brissett. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, 49ers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set for kickoff.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty.
He's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Maher on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Brissett again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, 49ers 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw again. Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Mariota. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 53 carries for him so far. On 1st and 10, Brissett.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Brissett now.
This one swung out to Montgomery. On the move past the 40.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Brissett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamar Chase.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Touchdown, 49ers.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Marr on for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Brissett's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Brissett. Throw left side complete to Chase. On the move past the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Jamar Chase, 56 yards. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Val Mariota. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
To throw, Mariota. Being chased out left.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Mariota. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They go with Jacobs.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brissett.
And a little floater there is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Brissett.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Ka'imi Fairbairn. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.